Oh. Hello, Facebook. Seems we're having a bit of a glitch with Instagram, not letting us go live. Okay, I think we may have the technology under control this morning. Good morning, everybody. Hello, Facebook. Hello, Instagram. I think you've now joined us. I wanted to talk today about the content that you use in your stories in Facebook and in Instagram. And what you should be doing. Are you unsure about what to be posting in those areas? So for those of you who've never met me before, I am Jen Sheraton. I am an entrepreneur, I am a network marketer, and I'm a grounded FIFO worker. And one of my big passions is helping other network marketers on how to grow your business online using social media in really positive and authentic ways. Because I think, unfortunately, there is a lot of inauthentic people on social media. And I just believe that if, the more of us who show up authentically, the better it will be. And eventually that might actually just weed out some of the negative stuff. So one of my big things is that you need to be consistent with your stories. Now, there's differing opinions about how many stories you need to do, but I usually try to average 3 to 8 stories per day. Now, with the beauty with the different, technologies we have now is that you can actually schedule your stories, not on your personal pages, but on your business pages, you can schedule them, but you can also do it for both pages at the same time. So that's why I love Facebook Business Suite, because for my business pages, I can go in and I can schedule my stories so I can break them out throughout the day. So they're not all going up at once when I'm in front of my phone. And that way I can, still intermittently put in other things that are happening if I want to at the time. But it just makes it really seamless, and I can schedule both on Facebook here, Instagram here at the same time. So I'm not having to do it in multiple places. It doesn't feel like it's more work because I just tick 2 boxes. So that, for starters, is really important, that we're consistent on, our pages. So whether it's personal or business or both, you need to be consistent. People do look at stories. That's something that, because it's across the top, and then they start looking at one, and then before they know, they've automatically moved on to the next person. So they can be coming across you with that, really being in their face. Now, some of the simple things you can be doing is, if you post a reel, you can share that straight up to your stories. So there's one piece of story content already. But one of the things that I really wanted to talk about was about what is the content that you should be putting up there. Well, for starters, it should be, real. It should be authentic. It should be positive. It should be about your life. Like, I'm not saying that everything in life is all positive. Yes, there are stuff that happens, and I have shared that stuff in my stories as well. When things have, gone haywire, when the number plates got stolen on my car, and then I had to put new ones on. And, so that, it was just part of what was going on in my life that day. Or example this morning. So I've done this on my personal stories. So I set up the bread maker this morning. I'm granted it's old and it's temperamental, and it's been a while since it did this, but just after it did the mixing, it errored out. And you can't start it back midway because it's already started the process. So it's a steaming hot day here in Queensland. So I got a bit of Glad wrap, put that on top of the container that the bread mix was in, went and popped it out on my balcony. Let it rise, smashed it back down again, and then let it rise again. And then I don't have an oven because I'm in a small unit. So I have an air fryer that I do everything in. So I popped the mix into a cake pan that fits in my air fryer and cooked it so it looks more like a damper. So I found a solution. It wasn't all positive, but, I showed that I turned what was a negative because I was frustrated. Oh, now I've got to, do this more manual. But you know, it's just showing my real life. That's what people want to see in your stories, even if it's on your business page. I also still, you know, put up, you know, quotes and positive memes and things like that. But they also want to see what you're doing in life. So, you know, I might do a photo, you know, from when I go for a walk. And I'm lucky I'm near the beach. So, you know, it's something about, you know, the beach. So it's about just realizing what you have around you, you know, but also just be authentic. Don't stage it. Don't create stories just for the sake of stories. You know, just show it as real life. And it does take a while to kick in. Now I just have this automatic thing that goes off in my head that, oh, take a photo of that. Or I'll take a little video. Yesterday I was in the car. I had to go to the chiropractor. And I just had this light bulb moment of showing my car diffuser for my network marketing page because I used the product in the car. Now it was a 20-second video, so that split it into 2 stories, and I could just put some captions on it, and there we go. 20 seconds. That was all it took me to do a little video about, you know, using the product and the benefits it gave me. So it's just getting into that habit of finding the things that you could use for stories. So I'd love to hear, you know, what are some of the things that you've done to, you know, remind yourself of to do stories? Do you have a little routine that you do to make sure that you're getting your stories up every day and that you're not missing out on something? It's always good to at least have one up, you know, and it'll stay there for 24 hours. And that's the beauty of it as well, is it's only there for a short amount of time and it's gone. So if it's not something you want to have permanently on your page as a post, this is a really great way to tell people what you're doing and then let it go. So, you know, I'd love to know, what do you do to make doing stories easy for you? Let me know in the comments. I always love to know other, you know, little hacks, because that's what it's all about, helping each other so that we can make life really simple when it's such a busy world when you have a business. So I hope that was a really handy tip today. And, you know, just keep up with the positive stuff. You know, even if it's just sharing a positive thing that you've seen on a post, you can share it to your story. You know, that's at least, keep in, mind of whatever your target market is, you know, and share that sort of content. So I hope you all have an awesome day. I am going to put on the air conditioning because it's stinking hot. And my hair is starting to curl as it does in this weather. So have an awesome day, and I'm going to talk to you all later in the week. See ya.